There are things I used to spend money on without even thinking about it, and now I wouldn't spend $1 on some of them. Not because I can't afford them, that's the part I want you to hear. I stopped buying them because I finally realized they weren't making my life any better. And if you make good money but still look at your savings sometimes and think, where in the world is all my money going? Stay with me, because I'm going to show you some of the things I stopped buying, why I don't miss them at all. And then I'm going to give you a ridiculously simple test you can use to figure out what you may be ready to stop buying too. And no, I'm not about to tell you to stop getting your hair done, never eat at a restaurant again, or sit in the house every weekend staring at your savings account. That's not financial peace. That's punishment. We're not doing that. Because here's something I've learned about saving money. You don't have to stop buying everything. You need to stop buying the things that don't matter enough to keep costing you money. There's a difference. So let me tell you what's been getting cut. First, I stopped buying the cheapest version of things I use all the time. Now I know somebody just said, wait a minute, I thought we were saving money. We are, because cheap can get expensive. I used to think saving money meant automatically choosing the lower priced option. But if I buy the $30 version 3 times because it keeps breaking, when the $70 version would have lasted me for years, I didn't save $40. I wasted $20 and had to deal with the aggravation 3 times. So now, for things I use regularly, shoes, bags, small appliances, things around the house, I'm asking a different question. Not, which one is cheapest, but which one gives me the best value for my money? Sometimes the expensive one is a waste. Sometimes the cheap one is a waste. Price alone doesn't tell you which is which. I'm trying to buy it right instead of buying it again. That has saved me money and irritation. Second, I stopped buying aspirational versions of myself. Ooh, let's talk about her. You know aspirational Trinette. She's extremely organized. She uses every planner, finishes every notebook, uses all the fancy little containers, apparently cooks complicated meals with ingredients she's never heard of, and evidently, she has time for 17 hobbies. Meanwhile, actual Trinette is over here living an actual life. And I think a lot of us spend money on the woman we think we're going to become. You buy the supplies for the hobby before you've discovered whether you even like the hobby. You buy an entire organizational system when what you really needed was one basket. You buy clothes for a lifestyle you don't actually live. You buy kitchen gadgets for meals you don't actually cook. You buy subscriptions for the version of you who is definitely going to use that app 4 times a week. She never shows up, but that charge sure does. So I've stopped spending so much money trying to purchase a future personality. If I'm genuinely interested in something new, I start small. Try it, use it, see if it sticks, then upgrade. Because I don't need my money sitting in closets, drawers, cabinets, and unopened boxes, waiting for a woman I'm apparently still becoming. I want my money working for the woman I already am. Third, I've stopped paying convenience prices when the convenience isn't actually helping me. Now notice how I said that, because I will pay for convenience, absolutely. If something gives me meaningful time back, makes my life easier, or removes something I genuinely hate doing, there are times when I will happily pay for it. That's one of the benefits of making good money. But convenience spending gets sneaky when we stop asking whether something is actually convenient. A $9 item becomes $18 after fees, delivery, and tip, and I could have picked it up tomorrow while I was already out. That's not always convenience. Sometimes that's just impatience wearing a cute outfit. Or I'm paying a premium to have something shipped overnight that I don't need overnight. Or paying extra because I waited until the last minute, again. I've started asking, am I buying back meaningful time? Or am I paying extra because I don't want to wait? Those are not always the same thing. Number 4, I stopped buying duplicates because I couldn't find the one I already owned. Please tell me I'm not by myself. Another charger, another lip color that's suspiciously similar to the other 6, another black top, another bottle of something under the bathroom sink, only to come home and discover I already had 2. That isn't a spending problem as much as it's an awareness problem. If you can't see what you own, you will keep buying what you have. So now, before I replace certain things, I look. Closet, cabinet, drawer, pantry, wherever that thing should be hiding. Because apparently, some of my money has been playing hide and seek in my own house. And here's what I love about this one. You don't have to give anything up. You're simply going to use what you already paid for. That's free money-saving behavior right there. Number 5, I stopped buying things just because they were on sale. Whew, this one. 40% off, buy one, get one, clearance, limited time, free shipping if I spend another $27. Ma'am, they know what they're doing. And for years, I think a lot of us have been trained to feel like getting a deal means we saved money. But if I spent $80 on something I wasn't planning to buy, I did not save $40. I spent $80. The discount doesn't magically turn spending into saving. A sale is only a savings opportunity if you already needed or genuinely wanted the thing being discounted. Otherwise, it's marketing. So now when something is screaming, "Only today!" I'm much more comfortable saying, "Well, I guess I'll miss it." And you know what? Another sale always comes. They somehow find another one. Number 6, I stopped buying upgrades that don't meaningfully upgrade my life. This one can get expensive fast when you make good money. Because once you can afford nicer things, there's always a nicer version waiting for you. The newer phone, the higher package, the premium membership, the upgraded seat, the luxury version, the bigger this, the newest that. And sometimes I want the upgrade, I value it, I'm going to enjoy it, and I buy it, no guilt. But other times, I'm paying significantly more for a difference I barely notice. And that's where I've become much more selective. If I'm going to upgrade, I want to be able to tell you what actually got better. Not just, well, this is the premium one. Because I can afford it is not the same thing as it's worth it to me. That sentence will save you some money. And the last one might be my favorite. I stopped buying things to impress people who are not paying my bills. Yeah, because sometimes spending isn't about the thing at all. It's about what we hope the thing says about us. Successful, stylish, doing well. She's got it together. And there's nothing wrong with beautiful things. I like beautiful things. There is nothing wrong with enjoying what you've worked hard for. But I don't want to spend my money auditioning for approval. Because the person I'm trying to impress gets to look at it for 30 seconds, and I get to pay for it. That's a terrible arrangement. The older and wiser I get with money, the less interested I am in looking financially successful, and the more interested I am in actually being financially secure. Those are two very different things. So here's the test I've started using, and I want you to try it. I call it the Would-I-Buy-It-Again Audit. Walk around your house, look in your closet, look at your subscriptions, look through some of your recent purchases, and ask one question. Knowing what I know now, would I buy this again? Not, do I hate it? Not, was it a terrible purchase? Not, could I technically afford it? Would I buy it again? If the answer is an immediate yes, great. That purchase probably reflects something you actually value. But when you start getting, that's where I want you to pay attention, because those purchases are clues. Maybe it's a subscription you barely use. Maybe it's a category of clothes you keep buying but rarely wear. Maybe it's convenience spending that isn't actually saving you meaningful time. Maybe it's upgrades you barely notice. Maybe it's sale shopping that keeps bringing things into your house you never would have bought at full price. Don't try to eliminate 20 things overnight. Pick 3. 3 things you regularly spend money on that you now realize, I really don't care about this enough to keep paying for it. Then here's the important part. Don't just stop spending the money, move the money. That's how this becomes savings. If you cancel something that costs $80 a month, automatically move that $80 into savings. If you realize you're spending $200 a month on something you barely value, redirect some or all of it. Otherwise, that money has a funny way of finding another place to disappear. And that's the difference between cutting expenses and actually building wealth. One creates extra money. The other gives that money a job. That's what I want for you. I don't want you walking around feeling deprived. I don't want you scared to spend. And I definitely don't want you believing financial peace requires turning your life into one long punishment. I want you to spend well. Spend generously on the things that genuinely matter to you. Enjoy your money. Enjoy the life you've worked hard to build. And become absolutely ruthless about wasting money on things you don't even care about. That is a grown woman money move. Because the goal isn't to see how little you can spend. The goal is to make sure the money leaving your hands isn't more valuable than what you're getting in return. So tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've stopped buying and don't miss at all? I already know somebody's answer is going to make the rest of us say, wait, why am I still paying for that? And maybe we'll all save each other a little money. Keep the things you love, cut the things you don't, and let the difference start building something that actually matters. I'll see you back in the garden for the next video.